Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a big warm welcome lovelies. I'm pleased you could join me. Right, before I jump in, just got a couple of quick things to show you. I've got these packs, there's 5 of them, and I've just listed them on Etsy, and they're a collection of tea and coffee dyed papers going from quite light to quite grungy. They've all got an even mix, so I've just listed them as 5 things. Some of them have got markings darker in one pattern and not the other and that, but they've all got pages going from light to grungy and everything in between. So there's 5 packs of these. Each pack's got 10 pages, 2 invoices, 2 petty cash vouchers. I've called them pay slips when I've listed them, but they're petty cash vouchers, and 2 index cards. And instead of using like a paper clip or something, I've taken out a double page of a book of quotes and tea dyed it, and I'm using that as my paper clip because I thought then you've got 2 whole double pages full of all little quotes and things that you can either copy out or tear off and that. So I thought they was really cool. So I've listed these in my shop, and also I've done a digi of 26 of the best pages and that, or the different kinds of pages. So like I said, some of the markings are really light, and then you've got dark, and yeah, everything in between. There's like different bits like this one, and yeah, everyone's got a nice mix of all these patterns. But I've done a digi called mocha and chai, and like coffee and tea. So mocha and chai, and that is yeah, 25 pages of normal pages, and then 1 page is like that, one of them and one of them, you see. So yeah, everyone, like if you buy the digi kit, you've got a lot more than these, but obviously these are the physical kit. And yeah, I've got some really cool markings. I'm so proud of them. They've come out really good. So yeah, that is that. I thought I'd give you a quick little show of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Amy's newest kit, Regal. Well, I'm going to use some of it. But what I thought would be fun as well would be to use some of the older kits that if you're a new subby to me or a new subby to Amy, you might not be aware of, or like hadn't seen them, you know, or if you haven't visited our Etsy shop. And some of these old kits are just fabulous. Like, I've used them quite a few times, and yeah, they're my go-to things. And with all the yellows, this is from Dioro. I've written on the edges so that I don't forget. These 2 are from a Vintage Roses kit. Look at them, how wonderful they are. It'd be nice if I had that one the right way up. But yeah, they're just wonderful. Well, they all are. These are from Buttons, these 2. And then we've got Torn Paper and Ferns. That might be it. What we got under here? Yeah, this is Regal. We're going into the Regal area now. And we've got some lovely yellows dotted about on these. So I thought there's no better time to do a design theme project than right now, because everything is so fabulous. So I've also dug out scrapbook papers and that, all stuff in my scraps. Well, I've got yellows. These, I've got a big stacks of index cards in a drawer, and I've got to say yellow is my least is the least used colour. I was confusing myself then, most least. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, I've got loads of yellow because I don't use them that much. That's what I was trying to say. So let's get rolling. Ah, fun. Need me timer, don't I? Right. Sorry. What with me, what's it called? Showing you me coffee dyed papers and whatnot, rambling on about all the different kits. I forgot I've got to set the time up, so let's start now. So yeah, the video will be a bit longer than a few minutes. Now I've got some old cards that I've just got some of my coffee dyed papers on the back, and this one I've got a bit of yellows, and they're ones I wouldn't use, so I've gessoed over them and just inked with yellows as a base. So I've done that before, and so I thought I've dug them out thinking there'll be a cool place to start as we do our stuff. So I'm just grabbing a tear ruler, and I'm just going to see first how it tears on like the small edge. Oh yeah, that's going okay. Yeah, so we can tear out. I don't know whether it'll go as well with the, oh yeah, it does, even with the creases going the other way. And this was just in a pack of plates, you know, the really thin, it's quite soft and feels quite fabricy, but yeah, it was just in a packet of, a box of new plates, separating them, stopping them from breaking. And yeah, you know what it's like. I ain't the only person that does it. You see a bit of packaging and get yourself all excited. It's like it's your birthday and it's only the packaging. Yeah, we all do it, I know we do. So I was just getting these done so that we've got a nice base to work with. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I haven't torn that end. Let's get a little bit off this one, right, and all the way up. Okay, so I'll keep those bits because they're wicked. I need to ink around these. And so yeah, I hope everybody is well and coping all right on the lockdown. It's been a bit of a sad day. Well, not sad, just yeah, a bit of a different day. Yeah, it's my daughter's birthday today, my eldest, and yeah, I haven't been able to see her. We've been on the phone and that, you know. It's good that there's technology that we can sort of do that kind of thing, have a chat, FaceTime, and text and whatnot. But yeah, that's nice like that. But yeah, just she's my oldest, 28 today, and I know I can't believe I'm the mum of a 28-year-old. I did start young, but yeah, she's 28 today, and in 28 years I've never not seen her on her birthday. So I didn't give myself time to feel sorry for myself. When this goes up, unless I work wonders and get it up tonight, it'll probably be the day after her birthday. But yeah, it's not great, is it, with all this lockdown malarkey. It's just sad. My son dropped her cards and that over, and yeah, give her her presents, but yeah, it's really not the same. But I've, like I said to my grandkids and that, and I'm saying it about everything, my cousins and that I spoke to, we'll have a party at my garden for all the birthdays that got missed once all this is over. Well, I'm saying out the garden, what if it's not over till winter? Then it'll be here. It'll be indoors. But yeah, it oh, I hope it's over by winter. It's really bad, right? I'm going to be 50 this year, and at the end of the year, And me and Jamie said at the beginning of 2020, oh, this is going to be an epic year for us. We'll do loads of things because it's my birthday, like it's a milestone and all that. And yet, can't do nothing, can ya? You're just stuck. I love those yellow toadstools. I know they're supposed to be on a tag, but not anymore. And I think I'm going to have that butterfly as well. This kit is torn paper and ferns. So I'll try and sort of tell you what comes from what kit as I use it. Because what's the point in being on a design team if you're not telling your subscribers what you're doing? And I have got a little bit behind with like design team projects and things like that just recently, but because I've been trying to, I think I've been trying to spread myself too thin. I need to tear that edge, don't I? I've been trying to work on new kits. I've been trying to keep busy as I can and trying to pretend that I don't have things like fibromyalgia and that make it really difficult. I've just been trying to work through it because otherwise the boredom is just a killer. But yeah, I've been meaning to do a proper design team project for a couple of weeks, but then I was working on that big Lily journal and bag and whatnot, and the story. I took ages writing the story, doing a bit of family research, also researching actual dates and things that when certain things happened in that era that I was designing, like the journal. Right, I'm going to take a little bit of a sliver more off of there, and also on here, because I do want to see the corrugated cardboard underneath. So I'm going to come in here, take that much off. Yes, that's a better fit. And let's look at our toadstools. If I come in there, yeah, and I can take a bit off the bottom too. And these, and it's just gorgeous images. And for the, if you're doing the colour challenge, seriously, these kits that I've picked out, all from like if Amy's like back catalogue, for a better word. Yeah, they're all still available up on Etsy. And yeah, scroll down, go through the kits, because she has got quite a few. And these earlier ones, yeah, they're just fabulous, especially with the summer coming. If you want yourself to feel a bit summery and that, then go back and download some of these. Like, this is from Dioro, and I made a beautiful journal that my friend Kathleen has now got. Hello babe, if you're watching. And yeah, I used the Dioro kit as my, and made a really nice kind of chunky fabric cover journal, cuddly journals I call them, when I sort of wad the fabric so that they're huggable. And yeah, I made a journal doing that design team project. And it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous kit to work with. Well, they all are really. I know I'm really, really privileged from being able to be on the design team for someone that's so blinking clever. Because yeah, these images are terrific, I think. Right, so we've got them done. Now, I was thinking, I've got some, it's just card, thin card, that I've inked with squeezed lemon and wild honey. The wild honey I adore, it is wicked. I was thinking maybe of stamping like a bee and then tearing around it, sticking that on. Yes, I'm going to do it. I've decided Right, I'll just pop them to the side. Grab me bee. Okay, and I'll stamp a couple of bees on here because the colour goes fabulous. And then I've got them words. Did I show you at the beginning? In the head I did. Well, if I didn't, you'll see in a minute. Right, we'll go with, no, walnut stain. It's a bit darker than vintage photo, but it's not as harsh as black. Right, I might have to go over that a couple of times. It seemed that like no ink. Oh no, ink did transfer. You know when you look at the stamp and think, is there any ink on that at all? It's very deceiving, that one. Right, yep, that's enough. Now instead of moving the stamp, I'm just going to move the paper. It's easier. Right, and there we go again. No more ink. Yep, and that is exactly what I wanted. I'm pleased with that. Right, I'll just give him a little wipe, but I'll put him away in a sec because we're working to we're on the clock, don't we? I can't just willy-nilly keep messing about. We're on a roll, we're on the clock. Right. And I don't want to run out of time. Okay, so I'll do the long side first. I think it makes it easier when there's more. Right, and then in and in. I think it needs a bit off the bottom for him. Right, okay. So let's sweep these over here. I'll keep that bit because I might be able to fit something on those two bits, but yeah, the rest can go there. We'll give him a quick ink around. And then I've got the words that I've run the ink over, just them bright colours, and we'll tear off something and stick them on these journaling cards. Right, so bit too big, I think. I should have gone with a littler bee. I'll use them. Don't fret, I will use them. But we're going to have to downsize on our bee. So, right, we'll get the lid out. And here we go again. Oh, time wasting, isn't it? I should have thought about that. They're lovely bees though. I'm definitely going to use these in this video, but yeah, not on them journaling cards. Right, so that's okay, and we can just rip round it in a minute. Right, let's see if we can get this paper in the right place. Right. Okay, just hold that. And that will probably be alright. Yep, I'm having that. Okay. So, pop him down there. And tear ruler again. I might struggle along that edge. Let's get on a proper flat surface off the glass, because that really don't help. If you're trying a sort of precision tear, you need a proper flat surface. The glass mat is wicked for ink and all that. Saying that, look at the state of my mat. But yeah, ink and glue, it's handy to have underneath, but when you're doing a small tear with that tear ruler, because this has got grooves, it doesn't cling in the same way that it does on my mat. Right, come on. These are a much better size. Oh, that was me elbow just knocking the ruler because I didn't put it back where it goes. And I'm going to need it, so I better quickly find it. Here it is. Because I need it for my words, don't I? Right, so here we are with them. That looks quite nice. I think I'm going to have that one up there like that. And so my work. Some of them have smudged. And yeah, I've put be happy, be fabulous, but always with like the 2 E's for be, for me busy bees. Right. Oh, see the ones I really wanted. Look, be happy, be fantastic. They've smudged. I've got Be Magical that I'm going to need a bit more colour on. Right, it has got a little bit of colour on, but ideally I want a bit more than that. Maybe just sort of give it a little dab on here so I'm not going in really dark. Right, I need a little bit darker. Right, that is nice. Right, so let's think, what else have we got? Be Kind has smudged. Be Amazing hasn't smudged. Well, okay, so we've got Be Magical and Be Amazing. Right, we'll just put a little bit more ink on there. Right, I like that. And we'll ink around the edge. And that's a bit too long. And yeah, so that's my day. I've been very busy. I've uploaded 2 listings in the Etsy shop. The one, the coffee and tea digi that I said, mocha and chai, and then the actual pages that I've grouped into, yeah, nice little groups. And yeah, I did that. I've been working on another kit that's in my brain, so it's not just like scanned on ones like the Papers Past and the what's it called, this coffee one. I've just, all I've had to do is do the coffee dye and then scan them on. But yeah, I'm actually designing one at the minute, and I'll tell you, it's a peacock theme, because that's what journal I want to make. And I've started gathering bits for, and that, oh, I've got some lovely pieces, I really have. So yeah, I thought I'll design a kit for that next journal. So that'll be coming up in the next few days, the peacock kit. Right, I still want to see a bit of that fern, so I'm going to bring my bees slightly up. Right, I think they are all kinds of fabulous, I really do. So yeah, they're done. And let's use a different kit now, because that was, I wrote it down, think it was torn paper and ferns. Oh yeah, it is. Look, there's the bit that I ripped off. I went all a bit like shy of myself then, because I thought, oh, you ain't forgot already. That page is just magical, but I've got I've got to make something with it. I can't just say ta-da, because this is Amy's work. But yeah, really, I would like to go ta-da, because it is so fabulous, isn't it? It really is. I'd forgotten how much I love this page, because I hadn't got the kit out for a while of Vintage Roses. And yeah, today when I thought about this video, I thought, I know she's got some really lovely yellow pieces going back. And so I thought, right, go through the kits that you've got and you'll find what you're looking for. And then I found bits like this that I'd completely forgotten about, that I thought, oh really, especially with my fibromyalgia, how much I do forget. What I should do is every couple of months just go through, look back, because, and then I'll always remember them. I won't be forgetting. Now all I've done is take the edges off of that because I love this page so much. I really don't want to cut it up. But now I could tear round, and we've got a bit of the roses and a bit of the writing, because this is a very big index card. Look, that's standard, and this is a great big one. So we're going to tear round. Yeah, without that in the way, it's just hindrance. That's just getting on my nerves. Right, so let's tear round. I don't know why I went to the trouble of cutting off the white bits. I don't know what I was thinking. Right, so there's our really bright yellow card. I'm going to do something about that and all, because it's a bit like proper super bright, isn't it? Like the lights you get on the motorway and that, like telling you what to do, telling you not to go in that lane and things. It's just a bit too much. So this is gorgeous, but yeah, on a background of that, not so much. So not that, not so much, this. So I'm just gonna dirty up the bits that you're gonna see beneath our piece of paper, and I ain't worrying about how it's going, because we're going to have this over the top all nice and lovely, so we don't need to worry. So let's get cracking in. So yeah, been a busy little bunny today, but it's been good for me really. But yeah, once I finish this, I'm going to ring my daughter again, see if she's had a lovely day. I know her other half went out and got birthday cake and that, and she had presents from him and the kids and whatnot to wake up to this morning. And then my son went over there by motorbike and took our stuff for her. So yeah, she said she had a lovely day, but it's been a lovely day without me. And oh no, I'm being a big baby really. I'm probably more being a baby than she was, because she don't be a baby. She's more grown up than I've ever been. And so yeah, she said earlier she was having a lovely day, but yeah, I want to give her another little phone call when I've done this before I go to bed. Right. Oh, look at that, with the ledger behind and these gorgeous roses that are just blooming. That is fabulous. But I think we could put one of our little bees on there. We could have a bit of a theme going on. Or down here, and up here have one of them sayings. Yeah, let's do that. Right. And oh, right, before I stick that down, I better work quickly. Let's get a bit of cheesecloth under it. Why do I always do that? Think of it after I've put the glue on. Right. You need a bigger bit than that. The glue will probably end up drying. It don't matter. It does not matter. Right, this is a bigger bit. Yep, yep, yep. Right. Okay, so yeah, I'll get it all in position. I'm going to trim now. And just pull it all about. Right, yep, like it. Now let's get the glue on the back of here. And we could use one of them little bits to have a bit behind our, our word that we're going to have up here. Our word or little phrase. I do wish this hadn't smudged on the best ones. Be yourself. Yeah. Be yourself. That, yeah, I think that one's an important one. I used to struggle with who I was, especially like with mental illness, like being bipolar, being a teenager, being bipolar when I didn't even know really what bipolar was. Just thought it was a little bit odd. That's what they used to think. You're a bit of a rare one, just a bit odd, not like anything. I was older when they said I was bipolar, but yeah, being a teenager when you're not comfortable in your own skin and you've got a little bit of mental illness as well, that is hard, and I struggled to be myself. I didn't think anyone would like me being myself, so I used to try and be what I weren't, you know. But you get wiser as you get older, didn't you? And I learnt that you're never going to have any fun unless you're being yourself, because you're sort of, if you're not being yourself, you're outside of that moment when the fun is, because you're worrying so much about who you are and who likes you know. But yeah, when you're a teenager, you're not philosophical, are you? You're a teenager and all your hormones are all over the place, and you don't know who you are a lot of the time without having any illness, you know. Just every teenager has a struggle at some point. Even the best, most grounded teens at some point or another will go through like a bit of an identity crisis, even if it's a minor one for half an hour. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it's hard being a teenager. But yeah, now I'm older, it's different, and so being yourself is very important. So I like that. I was going to do a bit more, but I don't want to hide all of this. And this is a bit tatty, that could be doing, that's it, that's a bit better. Yeah, and there's all that journaling space on the back, so that can go over here with these. Right, I've got the bees out of my system now. We can do something else that ain't about a bee. Right, I'm just going to take a nice big piece of Tim Holtz paper and cut what I want. Making a nice great big journaling card like that, and right, I'm gonna round corners. I'm gonna get some paper and stick it on the back to journal on. And I was going to get a bit of mine, but now I'm thinking, because I've made this my many kits design team project, I'm going to grab a bit of Amy's paper instead, because in the torn paper or old papers collection, in both of them have got some really good backing papers that you can journal on, but that still have real interesting bits. So, old block notes, no, antique cozy, right, oh, Ada, torn paper with ferns, right, you see, all that room to journal on. So that, oh yeah, that one. I knew, actually, I could do that one, and then even on the back there'd be some yellow, because there'd still be all that room. Oh no, I'll keep this one out because I want all the back for journaling on, and then we can do a collage on the front of all our different bits and bobs from our favourite CraftyCat's kits. That's a good plan, isn't it? And yeah, I hope, Amy, I hope this is alright, that instead of just using one for this time's design team project, I've just gone all out crazy and thought, oh, I could use loads. But yeah, I hope it's okay that I'm doing this. But I know that some of you might not be aware of these older kits, because I know some of you might go and scroll through the whole lot, but some might just only go to a kit that's been mentioned in recent weeks or that, or in this year. And these are 2019 kits that she released. But yeah, they're all still available, and I just thought it'd be really nice to use these older ones with the new one as well, because that's gorgeous and all. But yeah, these are just some of my favourites, they really are. So we'll just get some glue stick. Well, we might get some glue stick. I think it's running out. Let's just get the middle. Yeah, it's not letting me wind it up anymore. Right, we've got some glue down on the middle, and I'll just go round the edges with this glue. I need to get some glue sticks. I've got to put them on my shopping list, or better still, just go on Amazon and get some, because I've run out, and yeah, I probably won't remember when I'm out, and then they might not have them, so I might as well just order them. Hopefully I'll get next day delivery. But yeah, I've got to remember to do that. Right, so flipping it over, that's the side we're going to journal on. Ain't it fabulous? That's torn paper and ferns. Right, this is a page from Regal, and I want them flowers there. So yeah, that bit can just go away for a minute, because I get quite close up that side. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Oh, there we go. And these are lovely. Look at them, how cute and delicate and that. They really are just gorgeous. So yeah, they're from Regal. And then I was going to do what I did just now. Take what is a tag, and I'm using just this bit. So you don't always have to use things for their original purpose. Like with the kit that I made, the first one, that what's it called? Lily. I should be able to remember, seeing as like there's 100 people in my family with the same name. But yeah, my Lily kit, it with that, I've like sort of shrunk down pages and made them into journaling cards, or I've took what was a tag and then use that like this as a like collaging and things. You don't have to stick with what the original purpose was. And look, that's beautiful, isn't it? That's from Buttons. So I'm going to ring around these. And oh, I am really, really hot. I don't know why, but I am sitting here, I am melting. It ain't even been that hot today. It's all of a sudden. It might be it might be just because it's my change of life and I spend half the time really hot. Even through the winter when it was so cold, I would be walking around like with a vest on. A vest on and just thin bottoms and saying, ain't it hot? And everyone else is shivering. But yeah, I've just come over all boiling. That's one of the reasons why I have to wear a wristband, because when I get hot my medication falls off and it's so strong. The time when it got stuck on Jamie, it made him really ill. He was like sort of tripping out a bit. And so yeah, it could be really dangerous. So yeah, I have to wear a wristband at all times, because I've took it off for bed and then I wake up and I'm not sure if it's on the bedclothes, on my pyjamas, in my hair. I don't know where it is, and so if I wander somewhere and it falls off, then I can't take the risk. So I've got a couple of wristbands and I just have to keep changing them and putting them in the wash. Things we have to do. But the medication under the wristband keeps me being able to do things like this and not just in too much pain all the time. So that's good. But yeah, the wristband, they make me hot as well. Okay, so I'm going over that one side there. I do love that backing paper. I've used it in a couple of journals as well, vintage and boho, you know, because I do my boho with lots of colour. And those pages in the last couple, in the ones in Easter Bonnet, the ones in Buttons, I've used them in different themed journals and that, and they just look so lovely. So yeah, this whole 60 minute is devoted to my beloved Amy. She really is a friend from heaven. She really is. She's so lovely. And yeah, we just met when we were starting out doing junk journaling, and yeah, we've been mates ever since. And I'm thankful every single day because she is lovely. Right, so, and because I'm her friend, I've got to be on the design team, and I get to work with stuff like this, which is fabulous. Right, I'm going to quickly pause because I need to grab some trims. Right, I've got this really lovely muted yellow, and there was a bit already cut, so I'm just going to use that bit that's already cut. I was going to go along there, but I'm thinking now I want it going along that side. Like that, exactly like that. So, I'm just going to put the glue onto the sari silk because it's laying in the way that it wants. So, I want it to carry on doing that. Right. Like that. Oh, that's it. Right, I like that. Now I've got some of these little flowers. I'm going to trim that top bit off. Even this collage, like, even though I know these are all her pieces, but even if they wasn't, it's quite Amy-esque, isn't it, with the collage in. She is the queen collager. She just does some wonderful ones. Really lovely. It's like, you know, when you think, oh, I would never have thought of putting those two together, but they look fabulous. Yeah, she does that a lot. Right, one. We're going to have 3 of these, and then I'm going to cut, and I'm holding them, trying not to let my melting nail varnish get onto them, because it does that, and that really does annoy me. Right, so we've got 3 little white flowers. They look lovely. I could even put something in the middle of them. Oh, and I know I'm not making it on camera, but I had, you know, I'd torn a bit of Edith Holden, and on the back was these little tiny flowers just on a piece of scrap that nearly went in the bin. And so I just tore them. It was a tiny bit like that, and it had 3 of them on, and I stuck them onto bits of burlap like that, because I thought I will want them one day. And it's a little daisy with the yellow in the middle, and so yeah, that day is now. Right, and I forgot to start back my timer. Yeah. So I've got a couple of minutes less than what that says. Right, and I was just going to pop that there. And yeah, we've even got one of her ditches on the back, the torn paper and ferns. So yeah, I really like that. We've probably got time for maybe one more bit. And what we're going to use. Let's. Sorry, I'm quickly rummaging. I love that flower there. Now let's see. Oh, I had an envelope earlier. Yeah, we could decorate an envelope, couldn't we? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Just alter an envelope. We'll see how that goes. Because I'd thought of doing, I had the little idea, sort of kind of forming in my brain for the other bits. Not the big one, but like, yeah, the first couple that I did on the cards, on the altered cards and the index card. But yeah, I hadn't thought this far ahead. I'd thought I might be finished by now, so I'm just flying with this. I am going to make this the last thing though, because I am boiling off. Melting, in fact. Right. But this is fun, isn't it? I'm really enjoying myself. I do love these colour challenges, because we use things that we might not have used. There's colours where we've gone, oh, not sure. The only one I haven't done was the red one, and at the time I was, oh, I don't know what that noise is. At the time I was a bit like, oh, I haven't got enough red, but I know I have got a few bits, so I might go back and do that. I'm really sorry, I've got to check out what that noise is. It's coming from my tap. The tap that leaks, that drips, that I keep telling you about, that we can't get fixed because it's lockdown and it's not urgent. It just started making that noise. No one's even out here using it. It just started like screaming at me. So if that starts again, I'll just end wherever we've got to, because no one wants to listen to a screaming tap, do they? A haunted tap. Yeah, no one wants to hear that. But yeah, weird. It's never made that noise before. It sometimes makes another noise. It sounds like a bird cheeping, but it's not. It's the tap. And you have to turn it off and on again a couple of times, and then it goes away. But it's never made that like proper screechy noise. For a minute I thought it was the fire thing, smoke alarm going off. I thought it was the beginning of that. Right, so we've got that lovely piece. That's from Vintage Roses. Right, good. Oh, hang on. What about our little birdie there? Just a strip. It's got that lovely frame as well, and the ledger behind, which is fabulous. I've never ever had any ledger paper in my life. Can't find it anywhere. Don't know where you get it. I do know that when I was a kid, my dad used to write in a big ledger. He had books and books like it. He used to let me, he'd tear a page out for me to draw on and things. But yeah, he kept ledgers for some reason or another. I don't know why. But yeah, when I was a kid, I can remember him sitting at the dining table filling out ledgers. And he used to always tear me off a bit, because I was always, I either wanted to draw and paint or write stories, and now I do art and I write stories. So I'm finally doing what I always dreamed of and that I always loved to do as a child. So yeah, that's another reason why I suppose I feel like I've not grown up, because I was even shocked when I said this morning, she's 28 today, and then I thought, what? 28? I haven't got a child that old, behave, because I don't know, I just don't feel that I'm 28 myself. But yeah, I am, because I've got my little girl who's 28 today. But yeah, I remember my dad's ledger. I wish with all my heart that I still had some of his ledgers, because he had the most lovely handwriting as well, and I'd be able to photocopy them. I'm going to have to ask if someone can get up in my mum's attic and have another rummage round. I've got all like the photographs and whatnot from there, and you've seen in my Papers Past kit I have got lots of family history on paper. I've got more that I didn't put in that kit that I was saving for a different one. But yeah, to have some ledger with my dad's handwriting on, that would be like a dream for me. But yeah, I've never even had any that's not like, that's just plain. I can't find it nowhere. I've even looked in stationery shops. I just, like, I don't know if people with the internet and that, if they're just not used and weren't selling, so now no one does them. But yeah, it just can't find it. Right, I am liking this envelope. I might tear out a bit of this again from buttons, and we'll have it in the middle, like so you could write an address or whatnot, maybe a bit littler than that. That was a bit strong in it being that big. Let's see. Yep, that's a better size, I think. And then I'm going to flip it over and just do something on the flap, I think. And then I think that'll finish us off for today. Because, yeah, I'm melting. Okay, so let's just get the glue on here. But I'm sure you agree, isn't it lovely going back over these kits that you might not have seen being used for a while, because obviously everyone on Amy's design team did these when they came out, used them all. But yeah, isn't it fabulous just seeing how amazing they are? Right. That's kind of cool. Oops. Right. Okay, like that. Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. It's a bit skew with there. That's oh no! Don't fancy doing that? I'll have to tear another bit now. What a donut. Right, let's see. No, I need a bit more off and use the tear ruler, woman. Don't want it looking like a rat chewed it off. That is much better. What was I thinking? I started, when you're doing it like that, sometimes it's alright for small bits, but with a long bit, especially when you've got nails, it does end up looking like a wild animal chewed it off rather than you tore it. Right, I do like that. So let's get that stuck down. And then I'm looking for either a butterfly or a flower or something. And I'll tell you what's been good about this. I haven't once had to dive in to say like with Tim Holtz flowers or anything like that. Apart from just using the odd one or two small things. Everything else has just been available in all the different kits that Amy's created over a while. So I'm just hunting. Oh, I found a cool butterfly. Torn paper and found one. And I'm thinking I'm going to cut that out. If I can get close up to her. Let's see. Try and... oh, maybe she's too big for this. Oh, no. I'm cutting off both her wings. I don't really want to cut her all up to pieces. I will just... maybe these little flowers will look lovely. A little tiny tad more off of there so that I can get, that's it. Ah, what a lovely little flower to end up with. Right, I want to get nice links around the edge. And then we'll be all done. So there, and I'm going to stick that there. Oh, and then we're round about done. Right, so in the last little minute, I'm gonna, this is the Regal kit, the newest one. Well, there's this one and the kitty, Cat's Meow is out as well, which also is fabulous. And I'm going to be doing a cat journal later on in the year, and that kit is just wicked. And as well with the Regal kit, a lot of the colours really go well, and them two together would like make a whole journal. You could just use a whole journal start to finish with those two, or like what we're doing now, but not on ephemera, on a journal. You literally could take these kits. Well, you could make untold amounts of journals from these kits. Like I said, they're so versatile because she's so clever and she's my mate and I'm lucky. So, my clever friend, I thank you. And let's see what I did in your 60-minute colour challenge, Amy. Right, we've got a fancied up envelope, haven't we? We've got our little altered cards. We've got a nice big index card and another great big journaling card. And yeah, she's on the front and back of that on this envelope. I made quite a few things, didn't I? I'm pleased with myself. And look at how wonderful all the yellow stuff is and that. And you forget that you own it and that when you're so busy like we often are on getting the next project sorted, and then oh yeah, I've got something else that's lined up, I've got to do this, and so you often forget all the wonderful things that you've got. So yeah, if you haven't bought these kits to be using now that it's summertime, right, if you didn't buy them last year, you can go and buy them now, because they're all still available. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you, my darling Amy, you really are one of my besties and I love you. And so, yeah, I really hope that everyone enjoyed this kind of... It's like when at Christmas, when bands bring out their best of album, isn't it? The best of, I don't know, whoever, the Backstreet Boys. This is the best of Amy at Crafty Cat. Because, yeah, a big medley of near enough most of her kits that she's done, a little bit here and there of everything. So yeah, I'll be back with something very soon. I hope this hasn't been too much like the ramblings of a nutcase. I do try and keep myself in check for when I'm on camera, but yeah, I'll sort of let myself go a bit. Anyway, have a lovely day. I'll be back with something very soon. Thanks for watching. I do love yous. Bye.